welcome to all the great fans tuning in tonight's TGW episode for the Saturday night game night. AdrianTheVoice and SciKhonsu at Gameside. And Sci, we have a stacked card tonight on Halo 5. I'm sure you're ready to go.
Yep, I'm ready to go.
Well, a stacked card. Why? Because, oh my, wait a minute. There you see Scrappy Knight getting infected by Zephyr. We're going to be seeing Zephyr later on tonight. In fact, it's a stacked card because we have the Squeaker from the Squeaker clan going up against Rebel T-Ton from the Rebel Weekly clan. Both the Squeaker and Rebel have embroiled in a bitter rivalry with each other as Minigun Killer 10 gets taken down here tonight on this Halo 5 Infection game night. Folks, I want to thank everyone for joining us here tonight. The round one has completed here tonight for Halo 5. Well, again, later on tonight, Zephyr the challenger going against the second challenger Soul Leader. The winner will become the vacant free-for-all championship, but kicking things off is none other than an infection game here tonight, in which my estimation is very suspenseful. Isn't that right, Sci?
Yes, it is, because you have to avoid the zombie, so... Or be the zombie and go and kill everyone.
Well, good point. Well, this is infection. As mentioned right now, or I should say Minigun Killer 10 avoiding contact with the zombies. Grizzly Bear gets taken down by Soul Leader, who's going to be facing Zephyr later on for the free-for-all championship. Two blockbuster main events. I cannot wait for that matchup as I see Minigun Killer 10 again roaming around. Let's talk about Minigun Killer 10 for a quick second. Remember, last week he said that he has a plan to go against the Rebel Weekly. He has a plan to weaken the clan itself. It was a few weeks ago in which the Rebel Weekly defeated the Gaming Weekly due to Scorch's interference, and he betrayed Minigun. As Grizzly Bear yet again gets taken down by Zephyr with a melee to Trevor right now. Grizzly Bear, there he is. Soul Leader now landing on his feet, looking around for more zombies, looking to become the winner of this matchup. I'll tell you, Soul Leader or Zephyr, one of these two men. Oh my, shot to the mid-second. Grizzly Bear gets taken down. Nonetheless, Minigun Killer 10 as well. The point I'm making is the fact that Soul Leader or Zephyr, one of these two men will like to win this matchup to actually have the momentum on their side come into that free-for-all matchup later on tonight. Trevor roaming around, 2 minutes left into this matchup. Coming up next, it's going to be the Squeaker versus Rebel T-Time. I cannot wait. It's going to be a great matchup. Trevor now taking down Twiggy Scroll. And let me ask you this real quick, Side. What would the strategy be for a zombie to actually take down the humans?
To be able to pick them off one by one, so with the other humans probably teaming up in order to stay alive, it's going to be rough for the zombie to pick them off and be able to take them on one by one, because with a group of people, you have a much higher chance of being shot. Good point.
You want to take them down one by one, and that's, of course, if you're a zombie. What would you do if you're a human, though?
If you're a human, you're going to want to group up with all the other humans in order to stay alive.
Well, you know, it could be a difficult task, as you see Scroll right now is roaming around to this matchup. Again, there you just heard the announcer say it there. There's 1 minute and 7 seconds left. Winner of this game currently is 80 points is Zephyr, and we talked about the momentum that Zephyr needs into this matchup. You know, Zephyr is no stranger when it comes to championships, as Soul Leader, of course, gets taken down as well. Zephyr by Scrappy Knight using the DMR right there. Halo gets infected right into there. SciKhonsu, who, of course, is the newest color commentator. I'm sure you're having a blast here on commentary every single week. We saw in Overwatch, tonight on Halo 5. You're having fun here on Halo 5, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. It's really exciting to be here on the stream.
Well, Scrappy Knight currently winning with 100 points, ladies and gentlemen. A big reminder coming up next, it's going to be the Squeaker going against Rebel T-Ton from the Rebel Weekly. And again, it was a couple of weeks ago, and the Rebel Weekly had a cheat to win the Gaming Weekly. In my estimation, the Rebel Weekly, I mean, they're just a bunch of cheaters. Hopefully, they won't be able to cheat tonight, though. It's a 1v1 clean matchup. No Scorch to betray anybody. As Soul Leader gets taken down there, see Halo, of course. Zephyr using that highly effective weapon. I believe that's the DMR. Shot to the skull there. And if folks, at this point in time, a lot of frustration and desperation begin to build for all of these players here tonight. Minigun Killer 10 roaming around trying to find the next human to try to infect right now. There's a human from behind. That was Zephyr taking him out. That was the DMR, of course, in use in this matchup. Zephyr roaming around as well as Grizzly Bear. We've seen Grizzly Bear in the past right now. He's back here, part of TGW. Congratulations. You see he's running around. In fact, he's going to be sticking with this man. And it's pretty interesting. These humans are going to have to try to stick together like a gum, so to speak, to actually take down the zombies at this point in time. Minigun Killer 10 getting meleeed by Scrappy Knight, and it seems that Scrappy is picking up the momentum. There's 1 minute and 56 seconds and counting. As Soul Leader right now, the man is going to be facing Zephyr for the free-for-all championship, is trying to get over this barrier, and he does, as Twiggy Scroll gets infected. Or I should say, 3 survivors remaining right now. The question is, can the survivors actually pick up the momentum, the pace they need? And it seems that Zephyr takes down Soul Leader right then and there. Is that an omen for what's to come later on tonight when Zephyr faces Soul Leader for the free-for-all championship? Trevor getting taken down as well. Trevor's down and out. Zephyr, let's spectate Zephyr for a quick second. Look at that weapon that he's using. The DMR, Twiggy Scroll gets taken down. Zephyr realizes that this is his opportunity to show Soul Leader perhaps a message in the early going of this matchup. SciKhonsu getting taken down. Zephyr right now turns around. 1 minute and 15 seconds. The question is, can the humans actually pick up the pace they need? I'll tell you, at this point in time, though, a lot of the humans right now perhaps are worried, considering that the zombies are actually building up right now. They're grouping up in this matchup. We talked about how zombies are going to have to try to take down the humans one by one, but it's going to be very difficult when it comes to humans when they have actually all these weapons at their disposal. 1 minute left. The question is, can Zephyr somehow, someway survive this minute right there? Zephyr, though, from behind, the zombies out to take down Zephyr. Round 3 has been complete, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was for Infection. But, folks, coming up next, we cannot wait. It is going to be the Rebel Weekly going against the Squeaker Squad. Basically, Rebel Tea Time going against the Squeaker. We'll catch you there. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Rebel going against the Squeaker, but apparently there's some sort of developing story happening right now.
Adrian, let me tell you. I was told by Tea Time himself that instead of him going in the match, he wants me to go in because he thinks that I'm one of the better Rebel players. And I couldn't agree more with Tea Time.
You gotta be absolutely kidding me. Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. Are you kidding me that, first of all, Tea Time now found a replacement for him to be facing the Squeaker? What a complete hypocrite. What a cowardice move from Rebel Tea Time. The Rebel Weekly, they're full of cowards. It was a couple of weeks ago when they had to cheat to win the damn match, and now this. This is ridiculous. Trevor represented the Rebel Weekly going against D-Gaming, represented the Squeaker Squad. But ladies and gentlemen, the developing story is this. Rebel Tea Time was supposed to be facing, as you see Trevor gets taken down, Rebel Tea Time was supposed to be facing the Squeaker tonight. But it didn't happen. Why? Because it seems that Rebel wanted to find a replacement. It seems that he isn't too man enough to go against the Squeaker right now. Trevor gets taken down yet again. This is absolutely ridiculous. So I have to ask you, though, what are your thoughts on this whole Rebel Weekly stuff? I mean, they had a cheat to win against the Gaming Weekly. And not only this, but tonight, Rebel didn't have the gall to face the Squeaker.
I think it's ridiculous that Rebel Tea Time wasn't able to show up for this. He obviously could have, but he didn't. And that just shows how much of bad people Rebel Weekly are, or even cheating to have a better player enter than the player that they promised to have there.
Right, I mean, give me a break. Is Rebel Tea Time that scared? Most of the Rebel Weekly members are just cowards. They have a plan B every single time. Well, where's plan A? They're such cowards, and you gotta understand at this point in time, though, D-Gaming is taking it right there against the Trevor, the Rebel right now, and it seems perhaps Rebel Tea Time may be... Oh, wait a minute, both men taking each other at this point in time, 6 minutes and 37 seconds and counting. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 1v1, the Rebel versus the Squeaker here tonight on Halo 5. Later tonight, though, we still have that 1v1 for the free-for-all championship, but tonight, it is a match that I've been waiting for all week. The Squeaker stated that he was tired of the Rebel Weekly ruling this channel, and I'll tell you, both men now settling their differences here tonight on Halo 5. The only problem is this. It isn't Rebel Tea Time. Here's what strikes me, though. Look how methodical, though, Trevor is taking the pace right now to this matchup. Look how methodical Trevor's taking it with that rocket launcher in hand. At this point in time, do you think Trevor actually has the momentum inside right now, Sai?
He might actually have them. Well, he might have enough power in order to take out D-Gaming, but I really think D-Gaming has the skill to beat him.
You're right. Plenty of skill being shown by this man. I actually am applauding Gaming right now. Oh my, wait a minute. Spoke too soon, Gaming getting taken down, ladies and gentlemen. Here's what strikes me, though. Again, a methodical pace from Trevor. It seems to me that the Rebel has been training for the matchup, so maybe Tea Time actually had this all planned out as Trevor gets taken down, as you see Gaming now respawning. 5 minutes and 34 seconds and counting, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is the Squeaker versus the Rebel. To recap what has happened, it was 2 weeks ago when the Rebel, I should say the Squeaker, joined the party, stated that he was so tired of the Rebel Weekly, and I absolutely agree. This is for their disrespect that have been showing for the Gaming Weekly for the past couple of weeks. A cowardice act by Rebel Tea Time. Absolutely ridiculous as Trevor lands on his feet from behind. That's D-Gaming, though, completely owning Trevor right now. And I applaud Gaming right now. I mean, the Squeaker Squad, they're obviously applauding the Gaming Weekly as we are to them. Gaming now using the boost, trying to get out of harm's way. Gaming, though, gets taken down by Trevor. Again, we don't want to take credit away from Trevor, though. He seems like a competent enough player. He's actually taken it to Gaming. However, Gaming is currently winning with 6 points. Up mid-air now, about to... Wait a minute. Did it just say that somebody just joined, Sai?
I think so. I see that.
Hey, wait a minute, you're right. Somebody did join. Somebody did join. It's Dan. What the hell is he doing here? Dan has just joined the game. You gotta be kidding me. Now it's a 2-on-1 situation for Dan to be... What the hell is going on? Hey, come on now. Come on. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
This is ridiculous.
It is. Are you telling me that this guy won? Apparently, Rebel just won. Rebel just won. Rebel just stole the victory because Gaming had to leave the game. Why? Because it was a 2-on-1 damn situation, and it looks like... Oh, my... You're absolutely kidding me. Is this how we ended tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for this Squeaker versus Rebel? They had a cheat to win the matchup again. It was a couple of weeks ago when Scorch had a cheat to win against the Gaming Weekly from the Rebel Weekly, that is. And now it seems that they have to cheat again. Absolutely ridiculous. Well, despite their cheating tactics. Exactly. Absolutely ridiculous. But despite their cheating tactics tonight, the history does state that the Rebel Weekly defeated the Squeaker squad. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, the free-for-all championship on the line. Soul Leader going against Zephyr, but what a developing story moments ago. It was supposed to be Rebel T-Time versus the Squeaker. That didn't happen. It was Trevor against the Squeaker, but it was a 2-on-1 situation which led to the Squeaker to leave the game, and the Rebel Weekly had a cheat to win the damn match again. Similar to what happened a couple of weeks ago. Pretty a cowardice act, wouldn't you agree, Sai?
Yeah, I believe that was cowardice of Tea Time to not show up and then to have them cheat in order to win.
Well, nonetheless, it is now time. Free-for-all matchup to determine the free-for-all match champion, ladies and gentlemen. Zephyr early going to this match, going against Soul Leader. Soul Leader, though, early going, was throwing that grenade here at this point in time. And Sai, I gotta ask you, who do you think has the edge in this matchup?
I think that Soul Leader has the edge on this matchup because he just seems to be a more skilled player than Zephyr. Zephyr is impressive, but Soul Leader seems to be looking out for the weapons on the map so that he can win this.
Well, he may have spoken too soon as you see Zephyr taking out Soul Leader. Zephyr the challenger going against the other challenger, Soul Leader. The winner will be the free-for-all champion. Both contenders, again, I mentioned this, they will have to try to channel their inner emotions to be completely focused here tonight. Remember, the winner of this match will be the free-for-all champion, hence the free-for-all matchup here tonight. Zephyr roaming around in this match, Soul Leader looking around, and it seems that both men were able to muster all the offense at the early going of this matchup here tonight. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is Zephyr. Zephyr is no stranger when it comes to 1v1 battles, as you see right now trying to take down Soul Leader, throws her grenade at Soul Leader's house and the house that he's inside. The point I'm making is that Zephyr is no stranger when it comes to 1v1 battles, especially for the free-for-all championship. Many believe that Zephyr's the odds-on favorite. Why? Because of his experience, though. Zephyr never lost the free-for-all championship months ago. He had no other choice but to relinquish the title because he had to, but Zephyr is back. Zephyr is hungry to try and retrieve the title he never lost. On the other hand, though, you have Soul Leader. Soul Leader has never faced anyone in a 1v1 match here, a part of TGW. Soul Leader backing up, but it looks like Zephyr got the point. Matchup underway against Soul Leader. Well, we have seen him before, though, in the game nights on Halo 5, so he's no rookie into this matchup. In fact, that you believe, Sai, Soul Leader has the edge in this matchup. Both men, though, are doing all they can to try to win here tonight. Zephyr, though, with 2 points at this point in time with just 3 minutes and 11 seconds and counting. Zephyr, though, using that weapon in hand, lands on his feet. Of course, going to try to find the opponent, Soul Leader. And I don't think there's anyone watching the video that is not on the edge of their seat because these players are all about power. They're all about speed. They're quite unorthodox as well in this matchup as Zephyr continues to roam this matchup. This is Nuketown. A lot of history in this matchup right now. Soul Leader on top of the roof trying to, looks like he's back down. It seems to me that Soul Leader has that sniper rifle, a highly effective weapon to try to snipe down Zephyr. It seems that Soul Leader was trying to get himself up in the higher ground, so to speak, higher level to snipe down Zephyr, throws her grenade believing that Zephyr is in that room, but to no avail. In fact, Zephyr methodically taking the pace right now to take down Soul Leader for the free-for-all championship, currently winning with 2 points, folks. Just 2 minutes and 27 seconds and counting, and it seems that Zephyr may very well take the title home again.
Players are currently roaming the map in order to find each other to take each other out. Soul Leader is searching around the upstairs room and don't see that Zephyr is there, so he heads around and Zephyr now charging a shot looking for Soul Leader. We see that Zephyr is currently roaming around the match. He might win this title tonight with only a match that has 1 minute and 30 seconds left, so we don't know who will win. If Soul Leader is able to get this next point, then him and Zephyr will be tied up for the match, and we might have an overtime. Right. We will see who wins.
Yeah, I was going to say that perhaps frustration began to build, at least for both of these gentlemen. Zephyr needs, well, a few more points to try to pick up the momentum than he needs, but Soul Leader, of course, just 1 point behind Zephyr as he's using the boost right now, going upstairs at this point in time. Frustration began to build, and this is what we were talking about. They have to try to channel their inner emotions to try to stay focused in the task in hand of this match. Soul Leader outside of the window trying to get down Zephyr right now, and Zephyr's on the other side, 1 minute left right now. It seems that Zephyr may very well pick up the title, as Soul Leader is oblivious to Zephyr. Zephyr was right behind him, using the boost right now, back it up after that grenade thrown by Zephyr. And Zepher right now is in trouble. Remember, Soul Eater is quite effective when it comes to that sniper rifle here. Zephyr's in trouble, lands on his feet trying to find the opponent. There's Soul Eater, throws a plasma grenade, but to no avail at this point in time, trying to aim at his opponent. Yet another plasma grenade thrown, and Zephyr right now is aiming at his opponent yet again for the free-for-all championship. 33 seconds and counting here. Soul Eater has to pick up the point right now, because again, we'll
Now
take
we've got
overtime.
30 seconds on the match.
And this is quite interesting
See
right
that
now.
Zephyr's shooting.
Zephyr's
That's Soul
completely...
Eater, and
he takes down Soul Eater.
Zephyr takes out Soul Eater.
And ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's safe to say, Sai, that in just 13 seconds, I believe Zephyr's he's gonna become the new champion. If Soul Eater somehow, someway, lightning quickly takes down Zephyr for the next 5 seconds, he has a shot right now. But ladies and gentlemen, with Zephyr, of course, the last statement made. The last statement made. Zephyr is back as being the free-for-all champion with just 3 points attacking Soul Eater.
Congratulations, Zephyr.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zephyr is now known as the free-for-all champion. He's at the top of the mountain again, the king of the jungle, and you best believe tonight he deserved it. He defeated Soul Eater in the free-for-all matchup, and of course, you can't take credit away from Soul Eater though. A few shots here and there, and he could have perhaps slayed Zephyr down to become the free-for-all champion, but that wasn't the case tonight because Zephyr took it to Soul Eater, ladies and gentlemen. Both incredible, incredible players, but congratulations to Zephyr, who is now known as the free-for-all champion, back in top of the jungle right now, it's mentioned. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as mentioned, Zephyr is now the free-for-all champion. What's going to happen next with Zephyr's title reign here tonight on Halo 5? Thanks for joining us, everybody. For Sai, I'm AdrianTheVoice. Good night, everybody.